name of the Father, in the name of the Son, and in the name of the precious Holy Ghost.
Amen. Amen.
Amen. Now to get ready to sprinkle the baby. Amen. As he's getting ready to be Christian. First of all, who is the godmother?
Just want to say that when you're taking on the road, amen, and oftentimes we take things for granted because God forbid something happens, amen, to the parents. Then as that song says that you next in line, amen. And oftentimes we don't recognize that. We say, well, that ain't my child, I'm just a grand, I'm just a grand. No, it's a bigger role than that, amen. And you're there. And to support them, to support him as he grows older and stuff. Always be constant in their life to make sure that your life is a reflection on a life living with Christ. Amen. I don't know if you have a church home, I don't know if you're part of the church or whatever the case may be, but it's important to always provide a positive influence for him, because oftentimes we find that the kids oftentimes will go to the grandparents, the godparents, amen. Amen. Oftentimes, sometimes the parents can say this and parents can say that, but sometimes they'll go to the godparents, and then the light bulb comes on. Amen. Amen. So the fact of to say that it's an important role, it's a role that we don't take it lightly. At the same token, because once again, that if something would happen to them, then you will be next in line. And then can you honestly say that before the people of God, before the presence of God, that's something that you could do? All right, I just wanted to ask. Okay.
She said yes.
She said yes. Is everybody here? Everybody here? They here.
Amen.
Amen. Because oftentimes, we don't want, responsibility, oftentimes, I'm not just saying that with you, but I'm just saying oftentimes responsibility is a big thing. Amen. And it's important. I remember back in the day when we were growing up, we had a group effort, community effort. The neighbors raised you, you got out of line, the neighbor knocked you in the head. And as a matter of fact, before you left school, remember back in the day when I was in school, they had their ruler, man. You put your hand out, whack. I remember I was going to Austin High School. Amen. When I graduated, there was an officer, Officer Harris. Amen. When you get out of line for discipline, you go and roll the dice, and you bent over, you had that big old paddle. Amen. Wasn't no worry about no DCF and all this other stuff, man. No, you had the big old paddle with the holes in it. Yeah, holes in it, man. Take the bit over and you roll snake out. Oh boy, you were there for a minute. Amen. And they had all the teachers, and back in the day, they would hit you with the ruler, call your parents, and oftentimes it worked, so the neighbor come pick you up. They jack you up on the way home. Then by the time you get there, mama worked days, she beat you up.